Ladies and gentlemen, we take you back in time some 38 years ago. In a bitter December of the year 1971, war broke out between India and Pakistan once again. The Pakistan Army perpetrated widespread violation of human rights in East Pakistan, with support from some local, political, and religious militia. It is said that nearly 3 million people died of selective genocide and mass atrocities. Millions of others were left homeless, and almost 10 million crossed the border to seek refuge in India. The then Prime Minister, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, extended full humanitarian support to them by opening refugee camps along the border. India was left holding the enormous burden of this mass influx. Repeated appeals to the international community to end the Holocaust fell on deaf ears. So the Indian government decided to help the Mukti Bahini to liberate East Pakistan, which had already been named Bangladesh by its people.
Namo 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 Bangladesh Mamo.
Pakistan felt it could dissuade India by being provocative. The Pakistan Air Force in East Pakistan took to attacking suspected Mukti Bahini camps located inside Indian territory in West Bengal. And on the western border, Pakistan combat aircraft suddenly struck 9 Indian airfields. This, ladies and gentlemen, was the breaking point.
A moment of great service to our country and our people. Today, the war in Bangladesh has become a war on India.
By midnight that same day, India retaliated to the unprovoked aggression in full scale. India and Pakistan were locked in a two-front war. While the Army and Air Force carried out attacks along the borders, it was the Navy that was given the strategic task of denying both East and West Pakistan access to war supplies. East and West Pakistan were two separate geographical entities, more than 1,600 miles apart, and the only way Pakistani forces could be sustained was through the sea. The aim was a complete naval blockade of both parts of Pakistan. While Vikrant supported military operations on the East Coast, it was the Western Seafront that was witness to one of the most audacious and daring attacks in the history of naval warfare. It was here that a bold plan was conceptualized and implemented, one which required ingenuity, perfect timing, and absolute emphasis on the element of surprise. The plan, ladies and gentlemen, was to set ablaze Karachi Harbor. This historic port of Karachi harbored Pakistan's naval headquarters, the entire naval fleet, and almost the entire commerce of the country. And the ships chosen for the mission were the sleek and stealthy Osa M-class missile boats. Osa in Russian means wasp, and these mere 37-meter-long fast attack boats could achieve very high speeds of up to 40 knots. These boats carried the newly acquired P-15 missiles, and among other short-range weapons were the twin AK-230 anti-missile high-rate of fire guns. The reason for this unorthodox, bold decision was that these tiny missile boats would provide for difficult, fast-moving targets in the absence of friendly air cover. This offensive was named Operation Trident. The ships chosen for this offensive were INS Nipat, INS Veer, INS Nirghat, INS Vinash, INS Nashak, INS Vidyut, INS Vijeta, and INS Nirbhik. Because of the inherent limited endurance of these boats, a tactical decision was taken to tow these vessels up to a certain point south of Karachi Harbour, from where they would proceed at full speed to carry out the attack and disperse. Also, the Indian crew that was just back from the USSR after commissioning these boats was fluent in speaking Russian. This factor was extensively used, and all communications between the attacking vessels was in Russian, so that even if intercepted, the tactics would not be given away.
Почему сбавили ход?
These tactics and methods introduced catalyzed the success of the operations. By the afternoon of the 4th of December 1971, the strike group was on its way to Karachi. The K-25, Commodore B.B. Yadav, the squadron commander, was embarked on Nipat for this operation.
On third night we were sailed and I was embarked on Nipat as K-25. We proceeded from there towards Karachi, keeping one aim in mind, that we will attack Karachi come what may.
In the darkness of the night, the ship silently crept up, hugging the Saurashtra coast, before breaking out seaward. As they neared Karachi, they detected some Pakistani ships patrolling the area. The boat on the left, INS Nirghat, was detailed to engage the contact, which was later confirmed to be the Pakistani destroyer, PNS Khyber. The first missile hit Khyber on the starboard side and exploded below the aft galley in the electrician's mess deck at about 20 to 45 hours, Pakistan time. The ship immediately lost propulsion, plunged into darkness, and was engulfed in thick black smoke. Khyber sent out an emergency transmission which read, "Enemy aircraft attacked in position 020, Foxtrot Foxtrot 20. Number 1 boiler hit. Ship stopped." This meant that the Pakistan Navy did not even know what hit them. 3 minutes later, a second missile was fired with acute precision. It exploded into the number 2 boiler room on the starboard side and sealed the fate of the Khyber forever.